A political statement and not just a matter of personal faith. And as a result of September the 11th and things like the Patriot Act, which made investments in the US difficult for many Islamic investors, there was a growth, quite a significant increase in Islamic investors choosing to invest in Islamic institutions, in Islamic products. The UK government has promoted Islamic finance, and London, as a financial centre, needs to participate in that and has participated in that, resulting in the attraction of funds and jobs to London.
The FTSE has now begun tracking an index of Sharia-compliant companies. While not immune from the downturn, Islamic banks have escaped big bailouts.
And if there is no profit, of course, he will not get anything.
One of the world's most experienced Islamic scholars says Western-style capitalism is morally bankrupt.
$600 trillion has been invested in what they call it derivatives, futures, options. All this is speculative transactions. It is gambling. Sharia prohibited this kind of risk, this kind of derivatives 14 centuries back.
You might have car insurance that gives you a good deal.
So now the marketing men see their chance.
A policy that offers value for money. But
Salam Insurance hopes to lure in some of the 700,000 Muslim drivers in Britain.
And that's right for your faith with Salam Insurance. It's halal. Low-cost, Sharia-compliant cover with Salam Insurance. Either way, you're covered.
This is the first Sharia-compliant car insurance product to hit the market. A Sharia finance roadshow in Leicester.
What financial products do you have that would interest me as a Muslim?
Normal insurance is controversial. To many Muslims, it's a challenge to God's will. They'll take out the minimum on their cars to act within the law, but refuse other products like life policies.
We don't. It's not used to purchase tobacco, wines and stuff like that.
There's no point. Policyholder, which is yourself.
Most Muslims have never heard of takaful, the system of profit and loss sharing in Islamic insurance.
The risk is shared by all participants. As a takaful participant, you put a contribution into the pot. We then have a Sharia-compliant investment. We have an independent Sharia board that makes sure that it's halal and the profits are halal. The claims are settled, and whatever's left in here goes back to you as a surplus distributed as a renewal discount.
The new products have their critics. Some say the Sharia side is just window dressing, others that banks only take on scholars who will support their new products.
Our Sharia Supervisory Committee is Sheikh Nazim Yakubi, Dr. Mohammed Al-Ghari, Mufti Barakatullah.
Sheikh Haitam Al-Haddad is concerned at the small clique of scholars who sit on the boards of many different financial institutions.
Those scholars that give their fatwas for this company are the same scholars that give the fatwa for the other company. And you see the same names are being used globally. Those scholars have different views about different issues with regards to Islamic jurisprudence. But what we are saying, why, if those companies are sincere companies in finding Islamic solutions, why don't they consult other scholars? If we have...
So have you ever been consulted by any of these financial institutions?
I have been consulted and my views were not accepted.
The development of modern Sharia finance in Britain baffles many Muslims. And to non-Muslims, the whole practice of Sharia can seem very divisive. It can look like Muslims are simply trying to segregate themselves from the rest of society. Switch! Shahid in Manchester, though, has a unifying mission. His multi-faith football club is driven by the view that Sharia should make Muslims better British citizens.
It's an opportunity for people to come together, build bridges. What faith calls for is 80% of the values of society are in common between different faiths. At the end of the day, we all want a society which is safe. We want a good education for our children. We want to see a good environment, good healthy air. We want to see law and order. I mean, all these things, whether you've come from a faith background or non-faith background, they're all the same.
Bridging the rifts won't be easy, with the numbers of British Muslims growing and a wide spectrum of interpretations of Islamic law, often mixed with political ideology. So the future form Sharia takes in the UK is likely to go on being an intense area for debate.